What's going on, guys? Sam the Raid Man coming back at you today with another video. Today we're doing my favorite, another clan boss showcase. And today the reason we're making this video is we're showcasing Newt against the Demon Lord. This man is an absolute animal, absolute Newt. What a cool champion. Man, he's so special. Real quick, the kit, 3-hitter in the A1, doesn't matter against clan boss based on defense. This is a big ability, AoE, decrease attack and weaken. Weaken's nice, but we don't really need it. Counterattack on this champion, the way it works with this team is he's always going to have counterattack up. So anytime he gets hit, the AoE 1, AoE 2 by the clan boss, he's counterattacking. With the A1, tons of damage. Triple hitter, single hitter. This one, Blessed Bash, each hit decreases the target's defense by 3, so 9%, and then stacks up to 30%. And this stacks, to my understanding, on top of Cruelty. So we have a 2-star blessing on Demitha, who also is in the team. And she's going to be lowering it by a few percent, like 5% or something like that. And then he's going to be lowering it by 35%, which makes everyone hit harder, but also makes your Phantom Touches hit harder and your War Master and Giant Slayer hits hit harder. It's also based on enemy max HP. The numbers you will see with this ability are bonkers. It's unbelievable. Some of the hardest hit, barring Corpulent Cadaver, we're talking Turvold, probably better than Turvold numbers. Got a cool passive when counterattacking deals 100% of damage instead of 75. Like I said, he's counterattacking 36 times or so. It's just going to be a ton of damage. That helps. 80 accuracy in dungeons doesn't help. We got a little soul reap on him just because. The way he's built, super slow for this team. The DPS is 175 or so. And he's got 257% crit damage, 6.3, almost 6.4k defense. Let me see. I don't think I have any upgrades for Demon Lord. I do not. So yeah, he is our damage dealer. The other people in the team, first up we have Demitha. This is a Demitha team. This is a team that I've built, kind of created myself. It's called the Mithru Hanorok. And there's a Mithru Elva team, which is using Demitha, Ruella, Elva, and Seeker. This is replacing Elva with 2 Hanorok. So Demitha, she's built for damage, 315, 158% crit damage, 3,000 attack. Couldn't get her in a toxic set. That would be great, but 315 is just too fast for that. This is an in-game team. Just give you a heads up. We did put Seeker in a toxic set. He's a little slower at 209, 243 crit damage, 4,300 attack. And we have Ruella, who is my 6-star Awakened Phantom Touch champion, one of my only 6-star souls on the entire game. She is built 5,600 attack, which is what Phantom Touch is based off of. 100% crit rate, 196 crit damage. 151 accuracy, and she lands our decreased defense and weaken, but we have 2 Hanorok's accuracy aura, which is 80. So she'll be at 231, which is great. And then lastly, as I just mentioned, we have 2 Hanorok. We have double Brimstone, or we have 1 Brimstone. Newt's got the Soul Reap. Anyways, 2 Hanorok based on defense, 4,700, 251 crit damage, and some accuracy. I also am going to be using her in Hydra, 262 speed. So the fastest speeds are Demitha, 315, and Ruella, who is, I think, 316 or 317? 317. So this is a pretty good build, considering how fast she is. But the accuracy aura really allows us to get a lot of leeway in terms of how much accuracy you need to build these champions with. So we're on Spirit Affinity, which is the best affinity. Everyone is positive, like Seeker, or neutral, like the other 4. Yesterday I ran this on Force, and I was pretty happy with the results. Let me show you the setup super quick. Also, I'm going to link in the comments below the Mithru Hanorok team video that I made, which is kind of spotlighting the ranges and champions that can be substituted. 2 Hanorok can be Elva Autumnborn. She can also be Heiress. You just need to make sure that Heiress does not take the stun. And it's just really hard to get Heiress at that high of a speed, but it's possible. Again, this is an in-game team. This is 1 key, any affinity, Ultra Nightmare. Same speed, same setup, Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, Brutal. 1 key, all of them. It's an amazing team, but it is, caveat, very in-game. So 2 Hanorok opens with A1. These are both on 3-turn cooldowns, which is nice. So we want her to do this on the 3rd turn. So we go 1, 2, 3, and then she'll do this on a 3-turn rotation to put increased speed, increased defense on all of us. Newt, priorities the max HP, and then the counterattack. Ruella, she does a turn meter boost and increased crit rate. She actually, I didn't realize this, I could have built almost 70% crit rate. She keeps the increased crit rate up the whole time, which is awesome. Then the decreased defense and weaken. Demitha, same thing, 3-turn cooldown. She opens with A2, then A3. Seeker is just full auto. So this team is, I click it, and it's off to the races, which is my favorite kind of team. There's no setup at all, which is super, super cool. And the one advantage I will say of the Elva Autumnborn team is that they get to use her speed aura, which is nice. We do not get to use her speed aura, so that increases the speed requirements for everyone else. So like Newt's 175, he'd be about 155. Everyone's about 15 to 20 speed lower, basically. Or no, yeah, 19 or 20 speed lower, which definitely makes a big difference. But 200 Rock has a big boost with the accuracy aura, and so we'll see if it kind of cancels out. I don't really know. I don't have Elva, so I can't really test that. So we're in sync there. And what's cool about 200 Rock is, so Elva does block debuffs, so no one even takes a stun. 200 Rock just cleanses it. As long as she goes at the top of the turn order, it doesn't matter who gets stunned, she's always going to cleanse it, which is super cool. And I love Ruella. I think she's such an underrated champion. Obviously, it's great that I've got the blessing on her that makes everything better. She just does a lot of damage with that, where otherwise she wouldn't. There you go. Oof! Newt did about 950,000 damage. There's the A1, just under 300,000 damage, or 200,000 damage. He just smacked. And that was on a counterattack. That's not even on like his actual abilities. 230 right there. And another cool thing too is 200 brings the increased defense versus Eris would not. So Newt has increased defense the whole fight, which is awesome. Everyone should have either increased attack or increased defense, which just boosts all of our damage. So you should see a counterattack there from Newt. 200 cleanses the speed debuffs. There's not a lot of debuffs on this team. That's why I have Seeker and a Toxic set. We have decreased defense and weaken, and then the Brimstone, and then 200 Rock with her A2 places the decreased attack and the block buffs, which doesn't help us at all. But it hits slightly harder than the A1, so I turned it on. If we had an actual poisoner, like say instead of Newt we had Dracomorph or Fane or whatever, then I'd probably turn off 200 Rock's ability so that we can make sure that we land all the debuffs we need to. Now, one thing I will say is 200 Rock is awesome for this because she doesn't matter if she gets stunned, it doesn't matter who gets stunned. There's no stun that can throw us out of the speed tune. By turn count 3, we're in sync, I believe, and so I've never seen this team fail. Once I hit the correct speeds, I put them in the optimizer. It said it was going to work. I built them like I said I did. It worked. And I've run it yesterday and today, so probably about 4 or 5 times. All difficulties, no issues, which is just super cool. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. I'll leave it running, but I'll take my face away, turn off the audio, and then I'll come back at the end with the damage. As you can see right now, 7 count turns. We're over 2.5 million, or about 2.5 million per turn. We're going to see some bonkers numbers. Anyways, my record is 134,000 or 136,000. So or 136 million, excuse me. So let's see if we can beat it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn some music on. Hope you guys enjoy it. So we're at 45 turns here. As you can see, we are crushing it right now. We are almost double the one key. We are at 136 million. We got 5 turns left to go. And I looked it up. I found it on my video. It was like I think the video is called like How Do I Stack Up Against the Big Content Creators or something like that. It was like the raid recap video they did. I think it was around the end of the year. And it showed all your stats and stuff from the year. And it says you've crushed the Demon Lord. And then you've done it this many times on this difficulty or whatever. And it says your record, I've got to put up on my phone, is Demon Lord high score 138, 485, 784. And that was using this team, but with Ninja. And we just passed that while I was talking about it. We still got 4 turns left to go. We're doing, what is that? Almost 3 million a turn. I think we probably will hit 3 million per turn. I think we'll hit 150. It'll be close. It'll be close to 150, but we crushed my record. And that's using Ninja, who's like so broken, and people are so mad they don't have him that you're almost not allowed to make content with him. That's how good he is. And he was, I did the testing 23 different damage dealers for a clan boss. He was number 1 by like a good bit. I think he beat Turvold out by like 8, 10 million, 12 million. Like it was a lot. And Newt has crushed it. And Newt is awesome because not only is he doing a ton of damage, as you'll see, he's enabling everyone else to do more damage. Like this is the most damage that the other 4 should ever do because he's lowering the defense of the clan boss so much, which makes them hit so much harder. He's just unbelievable. And like I said, this team could be optimized even more if I built them all with 70 crit rate and built them with more crit damage and base stats. Another thing to mention is this isn't even my best gear. This is really good gear, obviously, and this is an in-game team, but typically when I used to make videos and when I did 138 million, it was my best gear in the whole account goes on these 5 champions, and then everyone else falls in place. This time, I didn't touch my arena champions or my Hydra champions or my Doom Tower, my dungeon teams. Like the only people I touched were the people in my previous clan boss team. And so this is like tier 3 gear on my account. Like I could probably get another 10, 15 million, maybe a little more out of this if I just removed everyone's gear, which if I have access to the test server, I'll do more stuff like that. But that's a long ways away at 8,000 subscribers. Oh, look at that. We're just shy of 150 million. Total damage numbers, Demitha 8, not bad, but not great. The next up is Seeker with 25 million. Like that's a huge jump. Tuhanarok 27, that's respectable. Ruella 33.9, a ton of that, probably 10 to 12 million of that, maybe more, is a Phantom Touch. She doesn't hit super hard, but it's the Phantom Touch. And she has one ability that doesn't attack, which hurts. Demitha has 2 abilities that don't attack, which really hurts. Counterattack accessories on all of them will be a little bit better, some revenge accessories. And then Newt, the King Newt, 54 million damage. Guys, it's unbelievable. I don't know what else I can show y'all. If you didn't get this champion, you're crying. I'm crying for you. He is one of the best champions in the game. Definitely one of the best champions released recently. Just an unbelievable animal of a champion. I am curious why we have 2 champions with 0 healing. Newt heals himself. Demitha heals everyone. I guess Tuhanarok is the continuous heals, but there's no leech and there's no dropping below health to get life drinker. And that's just weird to see. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. I know it's kind of long. My biggest issue with this team is it took 23 minutes, which is kind of long for unkillable teams because you're going 3 to 1. So for every turn the clan boss takes, you're taking 3 turns each. So super fast. I think Newt maybe takes 2. But that's my only issue. But 23 seconds is still, or 23 minutes is still pretty fast. That's a lot faster than the unkillable team, or not the unkillable, the Infinity Shield team that I used with Brogni, which is officially retired. Thank you guys for so much support on that video. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.